Hi everyone, my name is V and welcome to my channel Transforming V. Today we're going to discuss my sister locks. So I get a lot of questions about sister locks and what are sister locks and why my locks look so dramatically different. So I've had my locks for a year now. We're celebrating my 1-year anniversary. I got them February the 20th, 2020. So I'm officially 1 year. I'm excited. It's been a journey. So I'm the hard head sister locker. I kind of create my own rules. I follow what I need to sustain my sister locks to make sure that I'm not doing any damage to my hair. But I do try different hairstyles. So throughout this video, I'll insert pictures of what my journey originally started as. I'm sorry with this. What my journey originally started as. And then I'll just show you some of the hairstyles and different things. So I have a 3C hair texture. And so not very common in the sister lock world. I do follow a couple of people, and one of the girls is Wildfire on Instagram. Love her locks, but she have a similar hair pattern. So for my hair to be super curly the way it is, locking it was a journey. So we'll kind of turn to the side a little bit. So I've been locked in the back for about 1 year since my entire journey started. I started with about 7 inches of hair. I probably have about 10 or 11 now, but my back is a lot fuller. I actually have micro sister locks. If you can look at how thin they are, and I'll use the back of my chair just so that you can see them. I have over 700 locks. I've lost some locks and I've added some locks with new hair growing in. So the back of my hair is super thick. The front of my hair has been locked for about 6 months. So the front of my hair is actually the curliest texture. And my locks have came and unraveled. Up until about 6 months, I actually switched locticians. And from the day she started in August, my locks have stayed in the front. In the back, they didn't. So I would honestly say that the front is not as thin. It's not as thick and full. You can see that they're a lot thinner. You may not be able to tell, but they're not as matured and locked. So as we look a little closer, my hair is naturally curly. So if I wet my hair, it will curl up, where most people locks are locked from the end. So I have, as I can try to find some of them, like this lock is locked to the end. So it's not curly at all. You have a little bud on there. But if you look at the rest of my locks are not locked to the end. So they're super curly. I actually comb my hair on the 20th of every month. I brush the ends of my hair. Goes against everything with the lock world. And I'm okay with that. I want to be locked my way. I have set aside a nice substantial budget to be able to do what I want to do with my locks. And then if I damage them in any way, my loctician will tell me what I should and shouldn't do. And I've attempted extensions on some of my locks. So I have shorter hair in the front. So kind of like these right here, that's super short. I've attempted to add extensions to some of these. They have pulled my hair out. I have since learned that my hair cannot handle extensions on such small areas of hair, where I've looked at a couple of YouTubes and I know people have had them. The back of my hair, I just finally got locked. It grew out enough to be locked as my hair has grown fuller than it ever has. And I know most people, if you're watching this because of sister locks, but if someone is watching for not, what is the difference between, I think sister locks and micro locks are similar, just one is a trade mount, the other one isn't. My parting. So I can part my hair even though I'm locked. I can part my hair I can part my hair anywhere I want to. I have a defined grid. If I just grab my hair, I can part my hair and almost wear it in any hairstyle. Because my hair is so curly, most people don't realize that I actually have locks. They just think that I'm a curly natural. And why do I keep my curl pattern? So I see a lot of people who wish upon they can keep their curls, and you can't wish upon keeping your curls if you have a natural curl pattern. Some people choose to lock it, which is perfectly fine. I choose to embrace my natural hair. I love the beauty of my natural hair, so I choose to embrace that. So I do brush the ends of my hair. The next time I do it, which will not be until the 20th of the month, I'll record that. But basically, when I wash it, I just take it in my hands and I just brush the ends. Some of them, and I lightly brush it. It probably takes like a minute to do, but it's just part of the detangling process and it keeps them straight. Again, some of them are fully locked to the end and others not. But I will be doing a lot of different videos talking about the different hairstyles I do. I actually make wigs. I make them big enough to fit over my locks. I have worn braids over my locks, more of latch hooks, where I just finger latch hook them. I'm very careful with the tool, but my locks are so small, the tool will never go through my locks, where someone with bigger locks will. Did I intend to have 700 locks? No. I have a very thin hair texture. My hair is very, very thin. It looks thicker because it's curly. But that's one of the reasons I want to keep it curly, because my hair is so thin. But she did do them smaller than the average locks, and we ended up with 700. It was the most that she ever did, and she's been doing locks for 10 years. It was, to me, it was a happy accident. As my hair matured in a curl pattern, when I can wet it, because before I braid and band, I didn't realize it was this curly. And then once I stopped braiding and banding as much, because my hair is fully locked in a lot of places, like the back that I just showed you, that's my new locks, I still braid and band. And then the front, I braid and band. If you're familiar with micro locks, you know what that means. If not, it means, I laugh and say that my hair looks like Celie. I actually braid the ends of my hair and then rubber band the ends. And so that's how I didn't realize my hair curl pattern has stayed. But I just wanted to introduce myself as V. You'll see a lot more content coming about Sisterlocks and different things in my life, whether it's interior design or fashion or weight loss journey. But I just wanted to introduce myself, and I know it was hard for me to find people with 3C hair for Sisterlocks, but I definitely wanted to spend a little time and discuss my locks. The color in my locks. So I colored my hair from the very beginning of my lock journey. I colored my hair blonde on the end, or brown. However, I do color my hair every single month. My process of curling my hair, which I know, I said full disclosure, I'm the hard-head Sisterlock girl. That you cannot color your hair. I do. I actually take my hair, and if people want to see exactly how I do it, I braid it very, very loosely at the bottom, and then as I get to the top, I braid it tighter because I don't want this part to get dyed. And then I just put the dye in my roots and massage it in. I am 46 years old, and my gray hair is here to tell everybody how old I am. So I choose to dye the roots of my hair. Again, through my process, I wear weaves over my, not weaves, but wigs, custom made wigs over my locks. I do latch hooks. I have done feed in braids, 2 French braids. And again, throughout this video, I will post pictures. All of these pictures that I post has been while I've had my locks. From the feed in braids to wigs to latch hooks, you will see that. So again, there's a lot of versatility in having micro locks because they're so small. For a long time, I wore a mohawk, which it's kind of too long. It won't stay in this mohawk style, which is my favorite style. But now I just kind of, if I wear it out, I just kind of do the wash and go and let it go. But I don't like wetting them too often because I don't want the parts that's curly to unravel more. The roots are pretty locked, but I don't want them to unravel more. So I probably will only wet it once or twice a month. So I will wear it down for a week, wet it 2 times in between that. And outside of that, I pretty much keep them pinned up so that my roots can lock more. But it's been a year, so like I said, my back is locked. Again, if you don't see my grid pattern, which you can see here, then you won't know that it's actually Sisterlocks. Most people who I encounter do not know that I have locks, even when they're talking to me face to face, until you look at me close up. But again, stay tuned for more content. If there's any questions or any people who have questions about micro locks in general or 3C hair, which in the lock community, I have the worst hair ever to lock because it is a process, because it is so curly. Stay tuned, and I look forward to talking to you guys. Again, Transferring V, and if you're interested, like and subscribe. Thank you.